The easiest, most concise advice is don't fall in love with your ideas. Um, there's a natural tendency, especially among engineers, to fall in love with the technology, fall in love with the idea that you've brought up, and to not let go of it when the evidence would suggest that one should. So don't be afraid to kill it and move on. There's always going to be another iteration to test. You can always come back to it if you do another iteration and that one actually tells you that the first one was better. So don't fall in love with it. Be very objective and go with the data. The other one is don't be afraid to fail. And the way I like to describe it is, we're all going to fail, and Silicon Valley is inherently a culture of failure. And as long as you fail gracefully, where you are sharing the risks with everybody involved, your coworkers, your employees, your investors, and they're all acknowledging that those risks are there, eventually some of them just aren't going to work, and that's okay. And it's the people that fail openly and gracefully that get to do it again. It's a little bit of an art to know when you're starving something versus when you're overfeeding it. The best thing to do is to really always fall back to asking yourself whether the work that you're doing is going towards answering key questions to the forward progress of the program. And that may be in the early analysis days, nailing down the 4 or 5 or 10 things that you absolutely need to know to determine whether you should go forward. In the later days, it may be making sure that the development work that you're doing is really trying to check a box on your failure analysis. And things that are outside of those probably can be put off or maybe don't need to be done.